I really like pyramids and cones because it's just like a prism and a cylinder, except it is 1/3 of it. So we find the volume of a prism by taking the area of the base times the height. Well, if we have a pyramid instead, it's going to be 1/3 of that volume. So area of the base times the height divided by 3. Okay. I will warn you that there could be times where we need the Pythagorean theorem. It is possible that they don't give us the height and we have to solve for it. Okay. So let's look at number 1. What kind of figure is number 1? It's a pyramid. It's not a triangular pyramid.
Square-ular.
Square pyramid. Actually, it's not square. It's rectangular. Okay.
Oh,
Yes.
so
Okay. Yep, we could have a pentagonal pyramid. It's a rectangle.
I know, but like if it was a
Square pyramid. No, it would get square pyramid.
yeah, but like it's called like rectangular.
Oh, I'm with you.
Square.
Okay, so our volume is the area of the base times the height times 1/3. Okay, so what I think is a good idea is for us to highlight what our base is. Okay, and I know it's just a rectangle, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw it over here that our base is 10 by 11. Do we know the height of our pyramid? Okay, we know that 16 is the height of our pyramid. Okay, so what we can do is we can say, okay, our volume is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Okay, well, our base is this rectangle. How do we find the area of this rectangle? So 10 times 11 is our area. We multiply by 16 because that's the height of our pyramid. And then we divide by 3. If it were me, I would say 10 times 11 times 16. And then this 1/3 is just like dividing by 3. Times 1 divided by 3. Right?
So like, but 10 times 11 times 16 would just be like a square, right? But 1/3 makes it.
Yeah. So like if I created like a prism. With this picture. Okay, that volume. So there, it takes 3 pyramids to create the one prism because of that point. Okay, what's our volume? Cubic inches, since we're in volume. Yep. Since we had that times 1/3. Okay. And if you want to put this in your calculator all at once, I guess we have the nice calculators. 1 divided by 3 times 10 times 11 times 16. You can put it in your calculator all at once. With Math A, I have to tell them divide by 3 because their calculators aren't fancy like yours. Okay. Lane calculators is right. Okay. All right, let's look at number 3. we have a pyramid. What is our base? This time it is a square. Okay. So we know the volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height, and we know that our base is a square. Why do we have to do Pythagorean theorem, Sam? Okay, so we do not know what the height of our pyramid is. Okay, we have of this right triangle that I just drew. We know the hypotenuse. What's this leg right here?
7.
Ooh, that is 7. So we're gonna have to do 7 squared plus height squared equals 25 squared. Now, I know my Pythagorean triple. I already know this. Does anybody know it before they do it?
24. 25 times 25.
It's 24.
24.
Yep,
I didn't know that.
because 7 24 25 is a Pythagorean triple. Because 7 squared plus 24 squared is 25 squared. Just like 3 4 5 is a Pythagorean triple. 6 8 10 is a Pythagorean triple. 5 12 13.
Oh. 46.
Okay, just up. So our volume is 1/3 times the area of the base times the height of our pyramid we decided is 24, right? How do we find the area of our base? 14 squared. So we have 1/3 times 196 times 24. Exactly. Nice. Okay, what kind of pyramid do we got going on at number 4? We have a triangular pyramid. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to trace this guy. There's our base. Okay. So the volume is 1/3 area of the base times the height. And I'm going to redraw that triangle over here. And there they have this drawn in it, right? Do you see how there's like this guy right here? Okay, so what I did is I redrew that. They said that this is 7.5, right? And what's the base of our triangle? 12. Okay, so remember, when we're talking about a triangle, we care about the two numbers from the segments that are connecting the right angle box. So here's the right angle box. We care about 12, we care about 7.5. Okay, what is 10 pointing to? Of the pyramid. Okay, 10 is the height of the pyramid. So when we go to find our volume, we are going to take 1/3 area of the base times the height of our pyramid. But since our base is a triangle, how do we find the area of a triangle?
1/2 base times height.
So I'm going to have to take 1/2 times 12 times 7.5. So you know that.
Oh. Times 10,
Divided by
140, 50, 450. Divided by
good math skills there, but good job. Yeah, don't do that. All right, let's look at number 5. Ooh, number 5. Here is our base. So I'm gonna redraw the base. And it looks like this is 14 and this is 22.1. Do we have all the things that we need to find the area of our base? No, we don't. What we're gonna have to do, we are gonna have to find this blue length right here by using Pythagorean theorem.
What? Who done me?
Who can answer Sam's Y question? What is the answer to your Y question?
That's his 41 is okay.
22.1 is the hypotenuse. We have to have the two segments that are, touch the right angle. Nora, what'd you get for our side? Is there more than one decimal?
No.
Just 17.1 exactly?
Yeah.
Nice. Okay. So we agree with Nora, 17.1? Okay.
What?
What's wrong?
Sorry.
Okay. Computer, I mean. So when we find the volume, we're going to take 1/3 area of the base. Oh, shoot. Did we figure out the height of the pyramid? Do we know it? It's 19. Okay. So 19 is the height of our pyramid. Okay. So when we talk about the area of the base, we have a triangle. So 1/2 times 14 times 17.1.
What?
758.1. Did you divide by 3?
758.1.
I did not.
Don't forget that 1/3.
Answer 11. 750.
All right. You and your elbow partner work together on number 6. Let's see what you got.
This is the red wire withdrawal.
Well, you can do the thing we did on question 11.
Because the new wire, the weak side is at the bottom, and the red wire, I don't know what.
Like, is like the whole thing or just half of it?
10 is each side of that triangle. It's an equilateral triangle.
So you just five degrees.
Why do you, what?
Oh,
Radius.
So like,
Oh.
okay, guys, I know.
Half of the base? Yes.
That's what I meant to say,
Okay.
Show Harvey. Show Harvey.
I would
8.6.
say the same thing.
8.6. Would be 8.7. That's 87. 3, 2. Roll the more specific.
Yeah, I did.
Oh, fee, special fee.
Explaining it through.
Who's the
Who put, she's the one who put the, problems all together. Okay, so I am getting students with 230.9 cubic centimeters. Okay, limit one decimal place. Okay, Alex, how do we get the height of the triangle? Awesome. So the area of our base is 1/2 times 10 times 5 radical 3. So this is very similar to the problem that Sam asked about the Saturday from our homework, what, number 11 from yesterday, except it is a pyramid instead of a prism. Okay. All right, now, just like our pyramid was a third of the prism volume, guess what? Guess what? Our cone is the same volume as our cylinder times 1/3, right? Our cylinder has pi r squared h for its volume, but the cone is going to be 1/3 pi r squared h. The things we need to be careful of here, if they give you the slant height, well, that's great for surface area, but we need the cone height for our volume. Okay, so we'll start off easy with number 7. Okay. What does 9 stand for? Is our radius. And what about 17? 17 is our height. Okay, notice how the height of the cone goes from the center of the circle to the vertex of the cone. So volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. So in your calculator, you're going to put 1 divided by 3 times pi times 9 squared times 17. One, four, four, what? There it is.
When you get an answer like that.
All right, let's skip number 8 and let's look at number 9. Number 9 does not give us directly any of the numbers that we need. Okay, 22 is considered what measure? Slant height. It's called L for slant height. Okay. Now, what is our radius? Okay, our radius is 13.5. Oh no, we don't have the height. Whatever shall we do? All right, Harvey. Height squared plus 13.5 squared. Then this would be a lot cooler if you were actually doing the work instead of just watching everybody do the work.
Really fast.
Mm,
What do we get for the height? 18 exactly? Nice. So our volume is 1/3 times pi times 13.5 squared times 18. Right? Okay. I will say a lot of you are really liking to use your calculator and then just write down the answer. I need to see what you typed into your calculator, okay? So at the very minimum, I need to see any extra work to find an extra measure. I need to see the setup of your, like what you plugged in where, and then your answer. Okay, I need to see all those things.
Are we gonna point it enough if we don't show it?
I did not understand you much.
We gonna point it enough if we don't show our work?
At least, yeah. And if you get the wrong answer, you get no points at all. Okay. Let's look at number 10. So we have a cone, right? So we know volume is 1/3 pi r squared h. What do we need to do? Okay, so we know that our volume is 1,309. Is that what you mean? And we know that our height is 8. So you can do one of two things. You can take pi times 8 times 1/3 and figure out that number to divide it over. Or in your calculator, you can literally type 1,309 divided by, put your parentheses and put 1/3 pi 8. If you wanted to do that, that would be fine. But you need to take these numbers and divide them over like Alexa said.
Like 1/3 times 8.
Fine,
0.9 divided by
parentheses.
0.33.
173.6. Maybe.
What'd you get for r squared?
173.6.
Oh, so, so r squared gave you 156 point. So when you take the square root of both sides, you got 12.5. Is that what you're saying? So in your calculator, you need to divide by the parentheses 1/3 times pi times 8.
I really don't know.
Okay, so you could say 1309. You could say times 3 equals divided by 8 equals divided by pi equals. So you get 156.25. And then square root that. If r squared equals a number, we need the square root of it to get the answer. Yes.
I started off with dividing pi out.
Okay.
Then I got rid of the 1/3. Then I got rid of the r. Then I got r squared to get down to r by itself and divide the 8 out.
No, because then the square root would also affect the 8.
So it was-
So you need to get all of the numbers over before you can square root it.
That's all I messed up.
What's our label for radius? Centimeters. Good.